Today I'm going to show you how to make some really cute Halloween keychains using resin. So instead of using mica powder to color the resin, I'm going to go ahead and use different types of glitter. I've already separated the resin into 3 different containers, and each container will hold a different combination of colored glitter. You can choose whatever colors you want. This is just what I thought would look kind of like Halloween colors. It will take a lot of glitter because you're using it to color the resin. If you go to mix up the resin and it's still too see-through, just add more glitter. And it will kind of get clumpy as you're mixing it. So just mix it until it looks about this consistency. And I really love how the collars turned out. I think they're very Halloween. Go ahead and pour your resin, probably a third of the way full. You're going to need room to put your charms in, and you don't want it to pop out of the resin. So you don't want the collar portion of your resin to be very thick. Once that's done, you're going to grab these charms. I found the pack on Amazon, and I'll add the link in the description. What I'm going to do is just cut them off using a flat, sharp pair of scissors. These are shoe charms. I'm pretty sure you put them like in the holes of Crocs, the shoes. But I thought they would look really cute in these keychains, and they're the perfect size for my molds. So I went ahead and I bought a pack. Just cut the little shoe charm part off and use the front. Be very careful not to cut yourself because you're going to need a really sharp pair of scissors for this. And be careful not to cut through the front of the charm. Look how cute these are. They're perfect for Halloween. You're just going to put them right on top of the dried resin because that colored resin has already dried overnight. I wanted to put the charms right in the middle, but I'll be adding other things throughout the video. I think they had a couple different packs of these to choose from, and I'll put the link to the 2 that I bought if you would like any of these charms, but I think there might be a few others to choose from. It does take a while to cut all the shoe parts of the charms off, but I think it's totally worth it because they turned out so cute. This one I had a little trouble with because it has a little dangly thing that was getting twisted, which I was afraid would stick out of the resin in the end. And just keep going until all of your molds are full of these charms. You could do this with other things besides these type of charms. You could put any type of things in resin as long as it won't discolor it. You can always do a test with one first before you do a whole bunch of them so you won't waste your resin, but a lot of things look cute in it. So I decided these hearts in the clouds wasn't really the look I was going for. So I'll just use those for something else. I won't demold the hearts in the clouds, and I'll just keep them in there and I'll do something else, probably not Halloween with them. Maybe put some dried flowers or something else in them. And just arrange them how you like. And I also had enough resin to go ahead and make 3 coasters. So I'm just going to do the same process. I'm going to put the charm right in the middle of the coaster, and then I'll add more in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put the resin, clear resin, right on top of the shoe charm. And this is where you're going to fill your mold the rest of the way. So your mold will now be completely full. And just do that to all of your molds. Then you're going to take a lighter and you're going to pop all those bubbles that have risen to the top. For the coasters, I decided to add some of this red glitter Probably because of the red hair. I was going for a more cohesive look. Just along the edges, and you can use your toothpick to move the other pieces of glitter that got in front of the clown face out of the way. I'm going to use some gold foil all along the edges, but I want it to be in like tiny pieces, and then that's what it looks like. Pop the bubbles. Then I also put gold foil along a lot of these keychains, and I think they turned out really nice. It's a tedious process, but it's so worth it because that really adds something to your keychains and your coaster molds. Look how cute those turned out. Then you want to let this set overnight. 24 hours is best, and the next day you can demold them. Look how cute. I really love how these turned out. I'm probably going to go ahead and make some more. So if you do get a piece like that where the resin has come over the top of the mold, I cut it off, especially when you have these type of shapes where it'd be really hard to sand right there. I'm not a fan of sanding resin, so if I can, I trim it off if I can get it to look right. These are actually seam rippers for sewing. I use them for a lot of my resin projects, and it really works well. See how that one's still a little see-through? I kind of like that effect on them. Okay, so the resin ran over the top of these two as well. So I'm just going to cut it in half and trim it up. And I'll continue demolding these. You can make a bunch of these at a time, especially if you have enough molds. If you want to make a bulk batch of them, you can. I definitely think it's worth it to put those gold foil flakes around the edges. That makes it really cute. Then here's our coaster. So I had to trim the edges of this one up too. But look at how beautiful these turned out. I really love the look. I like how the added glitter in those coasters did something. I didn't put any added glitter in the keychains though. I really like how they turned out. Now I'm going to show you how to assemble them. So first I have this little handheld resin drill. And it actually took me a long time to figure out how to use this the first time I used it. But once I figured it out, it's actually really easy to do. It has different size drill bits in it, and it's just hand operated, so you can make sure you're not getting too far into the resin. I know there are different type of drills out there, but this one works for what I want to do. So you want to drill first. This kit, I'll put the link below in the description. It's just a kit for keychains. You can make quite a bit. I can't remember how many's in it, but you can make quite a bit of keychains for it. You're going to need these 3 things, and it's all in the kit. Take your eye screw, and the best way to do this I've found is just to hold it tightly with the pliers and twist the keychain, not the pliers. A lot of times if you're twisting the pliers, you can actually break the eye screw part off, especially if your resin's too hard. Another pro tip, don't wait more than a day to drill into your resin pieces because they're going to be really hard, and it makes it a lot harder to get your eye screws in and to drill into the resin, and a lot more eye screws can break if it's too hard. So it's best to do it before it hardens too much. Then you're going to put your little jump ring on to the eye screw and attach your keychain to it. And once you do enough of them, you get really fast and it goes pretty smoothly. They turned out so nice. So for the coasters, I didn't like the edges, so I went ahead and, I don't know, I've had those markers for a long time. I think I got them at Walmart, but it's an acrylic marker and it's paint, and I just painted the edges just to make it look a little better. And you can kind of see the black from the inside as well. So here's the finished products. Love, love, love how they turned out. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe it. I have a lot more resin tutorials and some sewing on my channel. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a great day.